All right, you got me. If it isn't 1 through E, then it's got to be something like Ramen or Elias. That's that. I was the best of the best, coming up a little too fast. I was on the Grateful Dead tours. I was doing well, let's see, ages 4 through 13. I was doing the Yellow Submarine, the Children's Museum, and whatever that pushed me into afterwards. When I turned 14, it was BSA, Red Cross, Manhattan Emergency Services, Brooklyn, Queens, Harlem, everything like that, and high school at the same time, and Boy Scouts, I mentioned that, and the Grateful Dead tours. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, or 2004, 5, 6, 7, and 8. At some point in 2008, just after July, and I graduated early, I guess, or I don't remember graduating in 2008, September. It would have been 4, 5, 6, and 7 is 4 years school. But if I stayed back or was supposed to be asked to be a super senior, anyway, I got my diploma. But besides that, I got 2 credits in AP Physics for Yale University. So whatever this medicine is, it must have been 2008 at some point then. So it was either for PTSD because of that, 2001, the comic book shop, State Street, or St. James across the way, and then the comic book shop, and then St. James again, or whatever, but I was 11, so I wouldn't have been by myself, and I still don't have definitive answers. If it was Bridget with her parents, then I would probably have $6 grand a month from Two Dogs ever since I turned 18, because Don is Bruce's brother. Anyway, that didn't work out. Instead, I got offered a part-time job sweeping floors, which I'm thankful for, because I was working at the fabric store, the fabric retailer up there, whatever, Joann's, and that place is shut down, or it's almost shut down. They might have a few items left for sale, but they probably don't have any. So if it wasn't for something like Elias or Roman, how many meds do they have to eat to get better? I mean, at least Roman, the death of Elias is contested. You can see the second chopper land in his body. It's contested. Maybe he recovered and maybe he just had to eat, 10 or 15 years worth of medicines in order to get back into society or whatever else. Because although he wasn't convinced that he was in need of such treatment, they said, we don't understand why you're still alive, so here, let's just make you into a test without your will or something. I'm not sure. If it was PTSD straight from an overactive childhood, I'm pretty sure they would have put me onto medical marijuana, because Connecticut legalized that in 2009 or 10 or something like that, maybe 2011 at the most. And I requested a card, or I said, and I've been kicking and screaming about this meds and how, because they have lethal side effects like, tremors and seizures and heart attacks and strokes and temporary blindness, deafness, loss of taste, loss of smell, etc., the migraines, aneurysms, sudden death. And I didn't want any of that, and my family didn't want me on any of these meds either. So they always come up with this story about how I ate too much acid, and I came down after 6 weeks. You ate too much, man, you ate too much. Now listen to the music play, make sure that doesn't happen to other people. But, sensically, realistically, and legally, they wouldn't give you 3,800 days consecutive of hardcore pharmaceutical prescription medicine. I don't have a record. I don't have any pending record. I'm not a criminal in whatsoever or any sense. In fact, I was the best of the USA's Patriots up and coming, and then I turned adult. I would have been a paid guy in Queens, NYPD straight, with my own little house and a small little family, and then, Grateful Dead stuff on the side, and National Native American Church if the local tribe said no, and all sorts of other whatevers. That's one possibility. I could have done the Navy. I put in an application and I never got a return letter. They filed me into Army Rangers, and I said no. I didn't want to go to Iraq and Afghanistan. I wanted to drive underwater, and that's kind of 10 years too late now, don't you think? Yeah, me too. So what can I attest to for the past 10 years besides house chores, yard work, sanitation, maintenance, for chores for the gas station, for cigarettes, to cope with this medicine?